ṣe mọ̀ pé tọ́lọ́run ò bá ṣàánú Abubakar Bukola Saraki kó ga tóbi tó ga tóun nínú àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n àdúgbò tí ó rọ mi túwó ni o bíbí ó yàtọ̀ sí ṣèlú o. Let me just give you one clear, cheap one. I'm a registered member of APC. I've not been a card-carrying member of any party before, deliberately. When the amalgamation of APC started, was the very first time I decided to be a card-carrying member. And I registered 2014 when the party started. Just within a twinkle of an eye, they said leader said we should go to another party. Oh. You get it right? Let me have one-on-one with leader and ask him why. It's very dangerous for you to leave this party too. I want to tell the leader, you don't need to leave this party. This party is not always about you. It's about Kwara. If you say you are not getting A and B, what about other things we can lose if you get out? And the leader metamorphosize or move or take a move from the party that I am card-carrying member. So obviously the leader did not speak to me in my thought to register. When I registered, I talked to myself like I want to be a card-carrying member of the party, which I did. So if leader
move,
somebody
you know where you stand.
Gbogbo ìlú Ìlọrin tó fi dé gbogbo agbègbè tó sì fi dé tó fi jẹ́ gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara fi ẹnu kò lérí pé a fẹ́ mú ìjọba sí ọwọ́ ara wa ó di ìjọba aráàlú. A fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé n tá ń pè ní democracy, ìjọba àwọn aráàlú táráàlú fẹ́ tí wọ́n yàn tí wọ́n gbé sípò. A fẹ́ jẹ́ kí aráyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pọ́n wálé káàkiri àgbáyé pé onímọ̀ pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin, olóṣèlú pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin, olóye pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin, ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin, ọ̀mọ̀wé pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin, àwọn tán ní ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀sìn pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin. So wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́ fi àsíá ojú kan wò wá ń pé tán bá ti pàdé rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ìlú yìí. Ìwà tí ojú kan tí wọ́n fi ń wò wá yẹn, ìwà yẹn ni agbádá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n wá wọ̀ fún wa. Àwa ní rárá o. Ó tó gẹ́. Let me speak politically. In my judgment, personal judgment, at the end of this administration, call it any name, see it anyhow, I will say Kwara win. Kwara win.
And you said this because?
Yes, I'm saying that because first, Kwara have defined the fact that we are the holder, the beholder of Kwara leadership, Kwara governance. We can hire and fire. Present government wake up every day to think about that these people can
remove me anytime.
At any time. And those who are outside seeing government house, I want to go to house now, that never think they can go out of that house, are now feeling that wow, these people can fire. So things they've not been doing politically before are what they are forced to be doing. Give it any judgment, you can define it in any term, but you cannot take it away that Kwara is progressing. In all ramification, this is not the Kwara we used to know in terms of development. Okay. Let me even put it physical development. This state has been, maybe to our mindset, a civil service state. Okay. And when you do not meet up the challenges or think outside box, you cannot have a viable state. So this government make us realize that from the governance angle and started creating opportunities left for Kwara to utilize, grab it and make it what the government intend to do with such. If this government come around with a garment factory, what a government can do is to produce the atmosphere, the facility to have such garment factory. It's left for me and you to start thinking of what I can achieve. It's left for Kwarans to think outside the box on what you can do with that. Don't join them in saying that the government is telling you that your mother's salary cannot take you anywhere. Kwara State government is doing this conference center, renovation of Kwara Hotel, ICT innovation hub. Take it or you leave it. The global trends, the world now is on technology. So if Kwara provide an opportunity for us to be linked with technology and the facility and whatever you can think of, the Silicon Valley does not just start in a day.
No, it did not.
So Kwara's after talented IT guys, they have the opportunity. These guys can be at the corridor, one side of their room, working on their system and giving results. They will help their parents, they will help a lot of things in the society. And the menace, I mean the bad menace, will reduce when we have fixed guys thinking, technologically providing solutions to problems. The government came around with Sugar Film Factory Studio. The government see that place is now housing python. I mean snake. That place become a very delicate part of the state, even at the heart of the town. Okay, the government said, okay, let's have a film factory studio here. And that place will not only produce videography, cinematography has the capacity to produce all what Davido will leave Nigeria to go and do in South Africa. We can do that here.
In Kwara here.
In Kwara here.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever we meet you. And thank you for allowing us to grace your screens. Welcome to the Bridge Podcast. I am so glad to be here. And if this is your first time viewing us, the Bridge Podcast is a means and a channel that serves a mission to connect the disconnected, or to reconnect the unconnected, or to bring together those who have been confused and just to connect them. Yeah. On this podcast, we bring different guests of different importance from different sectors in Nigeria or global mentions. I'm talking from politics, from entertainment, social media, from life coaching to anything, you name it. We are here to answer or give answers to those questions you have on your mind about people who are at the top, how they made it there, their challenges, and how they conquered it. And it is always going to be a blast and filled with lessons to take away. My name is Obasa Olubanke, and I am going to be your host for today. But I'm not doing this alone. I am doing this with an amazing co-host who is a successful radio personality and has been doing this for several years. I'm talking about Galadima. Going to tell him to introduce himself.
Afara ina ni ètò tí ń bá gbogbo àgbáyé wò làkàdí lákòókò tá a wà yìí. Akẹ́ra wa lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin lọ́mọdé lágbàlagbà lónílé lálejò ní gbogbo òbí yóò wẹ̀ tí láǹfààní àti máa ń bọ̀. Akẹ́ra wa o nítorí ọ̀nà kan tì ń wá ọ̀nà kan tọ̀ wá. Ìpàdé ọ̀nà méjì abẹnusọ̀nsọ̀ ajé afúnmọ́bọ̀ tí ń sobìnrin ògùn olórí tí ó dọ̀lọ́lá lọ́la ẹnìkan mọ́ orí tí ó dolówó lọ́la ẹnìkan mọ́ orí tí ó dìbò rọ̀kìnní láwùjọ lọ́la ẹnìkan mọ́ ìdí abáni tá a fi ń sọ wípé má ṣe rúra rẹ pin má ṣe pẹ́ nìkankan ní wèrè mọ́ Abọ́lájí ọmọ Galadima ló kọ́ tèmi double ambassador. Okay,
oh yes, we have an important guest among us or with us today. Every time on every episode, we do not bring anyone who is of very little level. We are always bringing them from the very top. Very top. And the person we have here with us, he is a youth leader, a student leader. He has gone very far in his journey as a politician, as a leader in so many ways. He has been a student leader, the former NANS JCC chairman, Kwara Access, and a two-time commissioner. Twice. First as the housing and urban development, I'm commissioner for urban and housing development, and also
commissioner
for business innovation and technology. Yes. I am talking about no other person but Honorable
Ibrahim Akaje.
Welcome.
Akaje my red.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Good moment. That's what I would say. Because during your course of introduction, you said maybe we're in.
It is in the morning, afternoon,
or anywhere you are. So, permit me to say, good moments.
Good moments. Honorable Ibrahim Akaje my red.
Ọmọ ìlú Ìlọrin.
Agboolé wo Ìlọrin?
Àmọ́ Ìlọrin Àgbàjì.
Àmọ́ Ìlọrin
Àgbàjì.
Ìjìnlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́sọ̀ yẹn. Àmọ́ Ìlọrin
Àgbàjì.
Primary school lẹ lọ.
Mo lọ sí 4 mechanized brigade nursery and primary school Sobi Barak Ìlọrin.
Sobi Barak Ìlọrin.
Sobi Barak. Bàjẹ́ obì yín máa ń nínú gbogbo ẹ ti mú ní sójà.
Láwọn ìgbà kan.
Láwọn ìgbà kan. Okay.
Nígbà tí ẹ parí primary school secondary school ẹ darí sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mo sọnù bí òkò.
Ẹ sọnù bí òkò.
Mo lọ sí King's Unity College Argungu, known as Kanta Unity College Argungu, Kebbi State.
Kebbi State.
From Kwara all the way to.
Why? Kí ló gbé lọ síbẹ̀?
Ìgbìyànjú ló sọ mọ́nà bí òkò.
Nígbà tẹ́ wà ń léwe, ọ̀rẹ́ ó tọ̀rọ̀ yín bèrè tẹ̀lé rántí.
Ilé ìwé wo àkọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ àbí girama?
Nígbà tẹ́ wà ní primary school.
Àmọ́ láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tí mo rántí wọ́n.
Ẹ rántí méjì.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Taofik Jimoh.
Okay.
Mo dẹ̀ rántí Babatunde James.
Tíṣà yín mo lè rántí mbà yẹn.
Mo rántí tíṣà mi tó jẹ́ Haúsá nítorí ibi tí mo ti ní ẹ̀mí àti lọ sílẹ̀ Haúsá nìyẹn. Malama Maimuna.
Malama Maimuna. Nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe secondary school kọ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yín mo lè rántí.
Akérèbíàtà lè ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Mo rántí àwọn èèyàn orí mi kún bíbà. Tẹ́ bá ní kí n máa kà á fún ilé ọkọ̀. Ẹ̀ka méjì. Professor Ridwan Mukhtar.
Okay.
And Dr. Sani Gada.
Okay. Institution wo lẹ lọ? Ilé gíga wo lẹ lọ?
Mo lọ sí University of Ilorin, Ilorin.
University of Ilorin.
Ilorin.
Okay. Banke?
Yeah, well, I was really interested in your tertiary education because I want to believe that that's where you started your political journey from, one way or the other, or that was where you started actualizing your political prowess. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
But now you mentioned that you studied microbiology.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait to.
Yes.
Okay.
If you watch Messi playing and Ronaldo playing football,
Okay.
some will judge or agree with me that you can see that this is inbuilt talent. Wherever you see Leo Messi playing football.
Okay.
But when you see Cristiano Ronaldo play his football, you see that this is born out of training, good training.
Honorable Akaje, where are you going to?
Where I'm going is that that political life of mine is inbuilt. I can start from where you cannot even believe that I should be politically inclined.
Oh.
That this is what you can trace my political life to.
So could you tell us where it started from?
So,
Passion for politics?
yeah, the obvious thing is that every day I discover more of myself that, oh, this is why I'm doing this is why I was doing this is why I was doing this all this time. So in my secondary school days, since day one I've entered my secondary school. Let me even say primary school. Let's go back to primary school. I'm from the civilian part.
Primary school?
No. You know, I schooled in the barrack.
Yes, but then
So,
not the
yeah. So
side.
we are civilian because we are going from town to the barrack.
So permit me to advance to your tertiary level. I want to believe that you made some kind of impact when you were the JCC Nance, when you got to that point, because for some reason people have not stopped calling you leader of the youths or king of the youths. So even from your tertiary education days from University of Ilorin, you must have caused this kind of uproar, or must have shaken the student environment one way or the other. How did you come about this name, King of the Youths, and what did you do when you were leader of the youths or king of the youths when you got that name, and how did you get that name?
Let me just say, from the secondary school,
Okay.
there must be a flame before we can say a fire, or both work pari passu. I was a timekeeper private in my secondary school. Yeah. And I discovered the most powerful prefect in the whole school is timekeeper.
Oh yes.
And I walk towards it like history is far there. in my set is the only set whereby my institution leave the position of head boy and assistant head boy unappointed till like third term or second end of third term, meaning that there's a tussle on who become the head boy. There are a lot of things you have to put in place before you even become the head boy. So in our set, there's don't do it without this boy, don't do, you know, a lot of things. So as the timekeeper, I have to make it clear the very first day we were appointed, and I have to grant the acceptance speech on behalf of the whole private appointed, since there is not even an head boy amidst us as of that period. And I came out to tell everybody that I'm the most powerful student of this school now.
On the very first day.
Yes, my principal, everybody look around. That are they still safe?
Are we still in power?
Yes, and I made it known that I'm the only private that control the students and the staffs. I said if I did not ring my bell for closing hour, if principal go out of this school, the ministry can query him. So if you are not comfortable with the fact that I'm a powerful prefect, very first thing tomorrow, I will not let you people go for breakfast.
Oh, wow.
So everybody was laughing, like, but I make them know that I'm the most powerful prefect. So from there, you can see the mindset of known what my power as a timekeeper prefect could mean.
So how much more?
So now going to the university. When we got to the university, everything, like, you know, it's not days of you sitting somewhere doing all your course form and everything. You have to struggle to do everything. Yeah, move from place to place. So after, as we are signing, you know, you won't understand anything. So a lot of money, we are paying a lot of money. But after we've paid those money, I sat down and cross-examined all the money we've paid. Then I realized we paid some money. ILOMSA, Ilorin Medical Student Association, KWAMSA, Kwara State Medical Student Association. Now, I realized this ILOMSA is high. This KWAMSA too is high.
How come?
All this money, our association money now, how are we going to be paying all this money? It should be voluntary thing. So I was meant to understand that, wait, Mr. Man, because I was asking around that, why is this? So I first met the ESCOs.
Okay.
So the executive of each organization, association, asking them, why are we going to be paying this money? So I can find justification from ILOMSA because they have a lot of activities they do run. So we can like them to the Law Student Association. So they want to compete it. But my dear sister, I just tell them that all this money are too much. Yeah, from the offices. This association money now. Yeah. So before everybody will know it, I started meeting my colleagues that we've paid one wrong money. They must reverse that money. And I was there, even by the ESCO of one of the association. I know his name, but I don't want to mention that. He's a doctor. So he dare me like, nothing will happen, nothing will happen. Look at him. Say, so we actually make it reverser, not only for us, for the whole student of University of Ilorin back then. / no association fee should be more than, is it 1,500 or so? I couldn't remember directly, but all the management, the university management, sent the circular that no association should collect more than 1,500 when we've already paid something like 3,500 or so. I was the first to collect, except those who didn't collect their money. And immediately after then, yeah, we are privileged that for their Senate council to be complete, our set that is coming fresh supposed to have representative. Then I said I'm contesting for the senator.
Straight up.
Yeah. So my first activities made all my colleagues to believe that yes, this is our senator. This is our senator. And then they were fighting me because they are association already. They don't want me in their midst. So the story of was I inaugurated or I did not inaugurate, I wasn't inaugurated, but I actually became an elected senator from 100 level then.
Okay, so
that's what.
Any Akaje my reputiwa.
Ojurito.
Ki Akaje my reputiwa.
All those activities were leading from one to the other, contesting for this. Any association that I'm contesting for, then there used to be problem like the already cabal will always fight me that this guy must not come. But all my struggle has always been struggling to be at the expense of my personal struggle. So at the when University of Ilorin, the National Association of Kwara State students was a moribund. I do a lot of sacrifice to make it to come up, and from there, NANS, JCC, and the Akaje, my rep, we are talking about that happened in society, politics. But in the union part, all the major trends I was able to make was that we have a kind of group. We are egalitarian. So I formed the egalitarian team with good brain. So, and ours, like our slogan is malice towards none and charity towards all.
Towards all.
So when I meet you, I say egalitarian, you tell me malice towards none and charity towards all. But it's our strategy to retire all those who are in the system. Who refuse to retire?
I don't want us to even leave the tertiary. I want to finish this tertiary part. So before I please, this is very, very important. With all the things you said, as someone who was just coming into the university, and then all before your student union journey started, that means you caused a lot of trouble and you faced a lot of challenges.
Yeah, actually, I don't know the definition of your own trouble. I created a lot of issues.
So there's this, I don't want to call it a rumor, but there's this thing we heard about you doing so much that it led to an almost, or maybe it happened, expulsion from University of Ilorin. Is that true?
Wow, no.
Okay.
I've never have even issue
with the
management of the University of Ilorin before.
Okay.
So since the one I'm going to the school, I check. I first saw EST established 1975. So in my mind, I tell myself that if I spend my years here, this establishment will continue. And if I did not, this establishment will continue. So they now put Probitas Doctrina. So when I was in the university, and this is my nickname, early nickname, Mr. Probity.
Mr. Probity.
I really contested for the National Association of Nigerian Students, National Association of Science Students, Nigerian Science Students.
Okay, because you were
Faculty of Science. Back then, in University of Ilorin. I think that's my first big contest in the university then. Wow. And it was so loud. So, me picking my name from Probity. If you check all my campaign poster then, it was IBB Probity. So, and even then, there was no student union government. All we have is student representative. So, faculty by faculty president will come. So the aim was to be the NAS president and to go and be the chairman of the Student Consultative Forum. So knowing that the university, that Probitas Doctrina is a message to you, I even asked myself, this thing must have a meaning. Since day one, I'm entering the university. So it's talking about probity, being the best you can be, sincere you can be in this university. And I'm privileged to see it early that we award certificates based on worthy in learning and character. So I'm even saying that learning, I may not have power over that, but this character, I have power over it. So I must be a good example and a good ambassador of Akaje family.
ẹ ṣe gan Honorable Akaje Ibrahim Akaje Maide wọ́n fẹ́ dá yín padà wálé ní bí ọdún bíi mélòó kan sẹ́yìn ẹ jáde láti jẹ representative wa Federal House of Representatives nínú ẹgbẹ́ APC nígbà tó yá ìsìn primary election wọ́n já yín nígbà yẹn so kí ló dé ọdún election tó tẹ̀lé tẹ́ ẹ padà contest
ní abẹ́ ìbéèrè rẹ̀ ó ní wọ́n já mi tá ń já mi.
bóyá by primary election.
òṣèlú tó dùn ni.
Okay.
A jáde ní 2018 fún Federal House of Rep láti lè ṣojú ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin àgbà Ìlọrin West àti Asa nígbà tí gbogbo ìlú Kwara
ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara
ìlú Ìlọrin tó fi dé gbogbo agbègbè tó sì fi dé tó fi jẹ́ gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara fi ẹnu kò lérí pé a fẹ́ mú ìjọba sí ọwọ́ ara wa
ìjọba àwa ara wa
kó di ìjọba aráàlú a fẹ́ jẹ́ kí aráyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pọ́n wa lé káàkiri àgbáyé pé onímọ̀ pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin olóṣèlú pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin olóye pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin ọ̀mọ̀wé pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin àwọn tán ní ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀sìn pọ̀ ní Ìlọrin so wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa fi àsíá ojú kan wò wá ń pé tán bá ti pàdé rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ìlú yìí ìwà tí ojú kan tí wọ́n fi ń wò wá yẹn ìwà yẹn ni wọ́n agbádá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n wá wọ̀ fún wa àwa ní rárá o ó tó gẹ́.
Okay.
So ó tó gẹ́ yẹn ni pé a fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé n tá à ń pè ní democracy ìjọba àwọn aráàlú táráàlú fẹ́ tí wọ́n yàn tí wọ́n gbé sípò so ọdún yẹn àwa wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀dọ́ ìgbésà dúró síbi tí a ti máa pàtẹ́wọ́ pé kò tí kàn wá pé tán bá tún ti wá ń bẹ̀ o àwọn tán bá tún lọ a kàn tún máa pariwo lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ògiri ni pé n tẹ́ ń ṣe ò tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn a mọ̀ kùn kò sí bá a ṣe lè kópa nínú òṣèlú táwa náà ò bá fara wa lélẹ̀ fún àwọn akẹgbẹ́ wa àtàwọn tán bí wa àtàwọn tán jù wá lọ àtàwọn tán tó wá pé ẹjá wa náà lọ ṣe àìsàkótọ́ bá nù tá a bá lọ á ṣojú yín níbi irú ìmọ̀ràn àti òfin èyí tí ó gbé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lọ síwájú àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gbìyànjú adúpẹ́ adẹ̀ lọ àbá ojú àwa akẹgbẹ́ wa jẹ́ gbogbo tí wọ́n ń ṣe òun la ṣe kódà nígbà tí wọ́n ní àmọ́ wa ara wa pé tán bá gbowó fọ́ọ̀mù ńláńlá jáde wọ́n sà ń pa àwọn ọ̀dọ́ rẹ̀ sọ gbogbo yín náà lè dúró asáàsán approximately 4 million naira tá a fi ra fọ́ọ̀mù ní ìgbà náà gbogbo tí máa ń jẹ́ à ń contest láyé gbogbo ọ̀nà tó bá lè gbà mo rántí òwe Yorùbá rẹ̀ kan tó ní ara àjà lẹ́yìn wá.
ẹ máa wí bẹ́ẹ̀ Yorùbá Yorùbá máa wí bẹ́ẹ̀.
wọ́n gbọ́ ọ̀nà tó bá léwu kó jẹ́ tó bá tí ṣọ́ọ̀bù bá sì ò bá lọ jí bá àṣàmọ́ tẹ́lọ̀sì ò bá kò sáà ti mú ánsà wá bí.
ó láti jẹ́.
so ánsà kò favour wa. So àwọn ìdá kan ìpín kan nínú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ní ká yarí pé ká mọ́ gbà àwọn ìdá kan ní wọ́n ní níta mọ̀ wọ́n sí náà nù
wọn
tá a fi pè wọ́n tá a fi gbà káwọn ọ̀dọ́ lẹ́nu ń bẹ̀. So àwa wò pé tí ó tó kún jù ni pé tọ́ tẹ bá tán bá yàn wá jẹ wọn lè yàn wá sọnù. So àwa fi gba ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run nígbà yẹn. So wọ́n dẹ̀ ní lẹ́yìn onísùúrù ni Ọlọ́run wà. So lábẹ́ ìgbìyànjú wa ní ìgbà yẹn la fi di commissioner nílùú yìí, irú àwọn èyí tí ẹ̀ ń sọ ní ẹ̀kan. A ṣe alákọ̀ọ́kọ́, a ṣe ẹlẹ́kejì, a ṣe chairman appeal committees. So a ti ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ látara pé a gbìyànjú nígbà yẹn náà. Because gbogbo ẹja tó wà nínú omi a lè rí àfi tó bá narí sókè. So a ti narí sókè nínú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ nìyẹn pé a fẹ́ sojú àwọn akẹgbẹ́ wa, fẹ́ sojú àwọn àgbàlagbà. Òun ló bí gbogbo tá a fi lè máa kà lénìí. Ó wá ní mi lọ lẹ́lẹ̀kejì, mo lọ lẹ́lẹ̀kejì. Mo contest lẹ́lẹ̀kejì, but lẹ́lẹ̀kejì yẹn kò wá jẹ́ Federal House of Rep mọ́. Ó wá lọ jẹ́ State House of Assembly. Níbi òṣèlú à ń pè kíní kan ní consultation. Tó bá consult dáadáa, mo wò pé wọ́n lo tó bá kàn. Tó bá ṣe consultation rẹ dáadáa, ó mọ ìgbésẹ̀ tó kù kó tó consolidate lé lórí. Kí ni tó gbé wa ṣubú níjọ́ kìíní àná? A gbọ́dọ̀ wo kó tó tún pé a tún gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ míì. Kí ló ti yàtọ̀ ní àárín ìgbà yẹn sí ìgbà tí a tún bára wà yìí? So àwọn kan wọ́n ní ó du Federal House of Rep wá sí State House of Assembly. Àwọn kan náà sọ wọ́n láwọn bínú lórí bẹ́ẹ̀. Níjọ́ kìíní àná àwọn tá a wò pé àjọjẹ́ kan náà tó yẹ kán kún wa, kí ni wọ́n wí? Ọlọ́yàjú ni wọ́n, ọ̀yájú ni wọ́n, ọjọ́ orí wọn kò tó tàwọn lágbájá kò ṣe kíní kankan. Àti ẹ̀wà dúpẹ́ pé gbà tí ó wà nù àwọn tí consultation sọ fún wa pé wọ́n lọ́jọ́ orí wa kíní kankan kò tó ká ṣe níbi tá a ti wá. Adúpẹ́ pàbúrò wa náà ni ẹ̀ńtàn padà wá gbé fún ní ọdún tó tún padà tẹ̀lé. Irú àwọn tí wọ́n nírú mind yẹn gbà yẹn wọ́n rí pé lámọ̀ yóò sì kéré bá a ṣe ló kéré ń jọ́ kínní àná mọ́. In tí ó kàn ní tí ò ní tá a lè fojú fò ló bí in tá a fi ló kéré ń jọ́ kínní àná. So ohun tó fi ń pín kíkéré yẹn ni pé kí ni tó dì sí àpò owó. Èmi ò lówó in tó dì sápò nìyẹn. So gbogbo àwọn wọnú ara wọn. So mo sì tún jáde fún House of Assembly ní ọdún tí ó tẹ̀lé. So kì í ṣe pé mi dúpọ̀ rárá.
Okay. I have a question. So when you were talking, when you were answering the question initially, you said "o to ge," and immediately my ears went because I want to believe that your mother had somewhat close ties to Dr. Bukola Saraki. And you as well, we will say you're a nephew, if we want to use the word nephew. So how come someone like that, who had that kind of history, coming from his mom, knowing that his mom was served under this person, or served with this person, and then when you decided to take your own stance as a youth in politics, you went the opposite way? What did you see that made you say, from this point, this is where I want to stand, despite the beginning you had with your mother, you know, she being the person in front of you as a politician, and then Saraki, Dr. Saraki, being someone that he will call your uncle, or your uncle?
The same thing, never found at the same time.
Because, why? You said the auto girl with...
Saraki, uncle is in one.
Yes.
Play tea, tell you one.
Kápẹ́ Bọ́lájí ló kọ́kọ́ béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ ó ní tí mo ń sọ. A mọ̀ sọ pé ṣé mọ̀ pé t'Ọlọ́run bá ṣàánú Abubakar Bukola Saraki kó ga tóbi tó ga tóun. Nínú àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n àdúgbò tí ó rẹ̀ mi túwó ni o.
For the sake of my people who do not speak Yoruba.
Mo ń bọ̀ wá síbẹ̀ pé àwọn òwà àjọ lọ́ba ń dá tó wá. So mo mọ fẹ́ sọ fáwọn kan nìyẹn pé bíbí ó yàtọ̀ sí ìṣèlú o.
Okay.
Bíbí
ó yàtọ̀ sí ìṣèlú. Tán bá ní kí ọmọ Àgbàjì kó jọ lónìí tá a bá rí Abubakar Bukola Saraki a béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara wa pé àkílódé ara láyé ní mítìnì ọmọ Àgbàjì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sí òsì àbáfojúdi ni àbí tọ́ tí bọ̀dá bá wá gbé pírẹsidẹ́ǹtì Àgbàjì Development Association tí n bá gbó tó gẹ́ wo bẹ̀ àjà gbogbo ọmọ ilé gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé kí ló dé ẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹbí ni àmọ́rọ̀ ìlú ni àwọn tí wọ́n bí wa wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ kalẹ̀ kódà kí Dr. Abubakar Olúṣọlá Sàràkí tó dé ìyẹn bàbá Dr. Bukola Saraki. So yẹ ṣe pé àákàn ń wú àkàn pé alógìyí àwọn tán bí wa tán tó bí àwọn tán bí wa ògbóǹtarìgì ni wọ́n nínú àmúlùtò ìlú ni wọ́n
nínú ìṣèlú
nínú ìṣèlú ìlú ni wọ́n nínú àndarí agbègbè aṣíwájú ni wọ́n ní gbogbo tó ń pè lágbàjì ní kí bàbá
Dr.
Bukola Saraki gan tó dé. So àwọn tó bí wa òye sàlẹ̀ lẹ́wu èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni wọ́n. So sọ́sọ̀ṣèlú nígbà tó sọ́sọ̀ṣèlú kí nípa tán kó ṣé stáàdì wọn ó yàtọ̀ àbí báwo kò sí nǹkan kan tó fi múlẹ̀ pé ókè ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi àtàwọn ọmọdọ́mọ mi o nínú òṣèlú o èyí tí Olúṣọlá Sàràkí bá ń fẹ́ nìkan ni kẹ́ ẹ mọ́ ẹ ṣe káwa sọ pé àtàpá sí ìtàwọn àgbàlagbà gbé kalẹ̀. Now to my dear sister, those who don't speak our language. Yeah, it is obvious you've said all you've said that but you go back to the fact that I told you that some certain things are inbuilt.
You've been a rebel from the start.
No. I won't take that word rebel. I won't take that word rebel from you. Reframe it.
Okay, you've been a man of your own thoughts and actions from the start.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. The obvious truth is that I personally was with the Saraki before then. Before the Otoge movement. And I know what I represented in the midst.
Which is
a man of my words. I call attentions. I said things that are wrong. That these things are wrong. How will I be passing from Pakata to Itogubo? And I'm hearing inside the car, they are saying that there is no any pothole in the state again. When I'm doing like this. Why are you like this? I don't know if I'm doing, but I'm not doing. The other truth is that how on earth would our colleagues from other states be doing such a different type of programs, intellectual and everything that have government backings? But so for several years, all what student organizations stand for and what you see student organizations for is we asking for bursary all the time. When other states are already championing how their students are traveling abroad, Kano will always sponsor students to abroad to go and become medical students, medical doctors and engineers, pilots and whatever. You can see Konkoso days ago celebrating one of the pilots that married Sanusi Lamido Sanusi's daughter. Being one of the beneficiary of his educational sponsored program. So all these things are things we are calling attention to even in those days. Yeah. We call attention to a lot of things. But they are seeing us the way this beautiful madam come here the other time as they see us as being rebellious and with our hearts. So that actually they are seeing us as rebel, to be candid.
Has been stubborn, has been
yes, yeah, that's how they were actually feeling us then when we are calling them to attention. So in such type of environment, let me just give you one clip, a cheap one. I'm a registered member of APC. I've not been a card-carrying member of any party before. Deliberately. Yeah.
That was a very careful
word. Yes.
I see what
so
you did there.
When the amalgamation of APC started, was the very first time I decided to be a card-carrying member. And I registered 2014 when the party started. Just within a twinkle of an eye, they said leader said we should go to another party. You get it right?
You got it right?
Let me have one-on-one with leader and ask him why. It's very dangerous for you to leave this party too. I want to tell the leader, you don't need to leave this party. This party is not always about you. It's about Kwara. If you say you are not getting A and B, what about other things we can lose if you get out? And the leader metamorphosize or move or take a move from the party that I am card-carrying member. So obviously the leader did not speak to me in my thought to register. When I registered, I talked to myself like I want to be a card-carrying member of a party, which I did. So if leader move. Somebody
you know where you stand.
Like English word, they'll say one Galadiva. you know, in Yoruba you cannot do that for Galadiva. But they'll say one Galadiva and one when they want to do you shaggy. But when they want to honor you, they'll say Mr. Galadiva. So so one leader so I said one leader move, and I'm there to stand still to hold my card and say that this is what I'm able to achieve with my card. Yeah, it has nothing to do with my mother is A, my mother is B, my family is A, my family is B.
Your uncle is
my uncle is this, my uncle is that. Yeah, I make a stand.
Stand on your feet.
Yeah, and interestingly, my mother said that is my golden son. I've always prayed for this man because I'm hoping to see my son to be great like him.
Okay.
So if I'm praying for you, I'm part of your move, it's because I'm emphasizing, foresighting, seeing my son one day in such positions or having such privilege to serve people. So let me follow my own leader. And that's why you can say, they say my mom followed me with all her political pedigree. And everything, she supported me because she believed in what I can hover. So that answered that. And I know if my dad was alive too, he would say, no, my dad is not a politician anyway. One principled man, but
well,
he will still give me an applause.
Your single decision, even if it was 10 years ago, has led on to many great political feats. You were a two-time chairman in this under the APC governance.
No, I was 4 times a chairman of Appeal Committee in almighty Lagos.
I'm still going there.
When was you chairman?
So
commissioner.
4 times, and then 2 times commissioner.
Yeah.
Okay. So under the governance of the present governor, Abdulrazak, can you tell us what positive differences, because you've been talking about how you wanted a change, you wanted something positive, you wanted the advancement of Kwara citizens. Can you tell us how it has been working under his government,
No.
especially?
Yeah, you buy.
Okay.
Honorable. Honorable. A commissioner for urban development.
Housing and urban development.
Urban development in Kwara State.
Oh.
But all you have learned, okay, can be to say that he resign. Lower line. Koseleri. Emo kori ni akoko commissioner to say. Kini design.
Let me face her now. I'm coming to you.
Okay, face her.
Yes.
Thank you.
In my judgment, personal judgment, let me speak politically. At the end of this administration, call it any name, see it anyhow, I will say Kwara win. Kwara win.
And you said this because?
Yes, I'm saying that because first, Kwara have defined the fact that we are the holder, the beholder of Kwara leadership, Kwara governance. We can hire and fire. First definition, why I say Kwara win. Present government wake up every day to think about that these people can
remove me anytime.
at any time.
Fire.
And those who are outside seeing government house, about the Bello house now, that never think they can go out of that house, are now feeling that, wow, these people can fire. So things they've not been doing politically before are what they are forced to be doing. Give it any judgment.
Okay.
All the things they weren't doing politically are things they are now doing, meaning they are tracing their ways. Now, for this government, what has changed positively? Yeah. You can define it in any term, but you cannot take it away that Kwara is progressing. In all ramification, this is not the Kwara we used to know in terms of development.
Okay.
Let me even put it physical development. Yeah, this state has been, maybe to our mindset, a civil service state.
Okay. I was saying,
yeah. And when you do not meet up the challenges or think outside box, you cannot have a viable state. So this government make us realize that from the governance angle, and started creating opportunities left for Kwara to utilize, grab it, and make it what the government intend to do with such. If this government come around with a garment factory,
okay,
what a government can do is to produce the atmosphere, the facility to have such garment factory. It's left for me and you to start thinking of what I can achieve. If I have a friend somewhere in NYC office, for instance, you one way or the other can help me and get a contract, if at least of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 gown NYC kit.
Okay.
You come to this place, irrespective of who you are, you go to the garment factory and you produce. You make your gain. That other girl that sell boxer shorts, can go there. They sue for her. She can spread it around. You look around, I want to solve problem. Apron for the mechanics or all the workshops. Look at workshops around. Look at company around. To you need to wear this. You can approach them that I want to get an apron. Bolaji, you can make any politician and say, I want to produce apron for 10,000 mechanic in Kwara State. Now tell her, let's make it 5,000. And let them put his name on it. Let mechanics be taking wearing apron while working in Kwara State. It's left for parents to think outside the box on what you can do with that. Don't join them in saying that something, you know. The government is telling you that your mother's salary cannot take you anywhere. Your father's salary cannot take you anywhere. You can help them by going to this and do this. The government came around with Sugar Film Factory Studio. This land or facility that the government rebranded to be that has been there for years. It used to house the normal sugar factory when Kwara was still producing sugar. The government see that place is now housing python. I mean snake. That place become a very delicate part of the state, even at the heart of the town. Okay, the government said, okay, let's have a film factory studio here. The government is saying we have produced lots and we are still producing lots of talented individuals in the film industries, music industries. And that place will not only produce videography, cinematography has the capacity to produce all what Davido will leave Nigeria to go and do in South Africa. We can do that here. In Kwara here. It's left for Kwarans to that have Kwara produce the like of Taoma, Kit Abiola, Mokare, Shata, Baba Kama. You know, all these guys, what they need to do? They have the facility, they have the environment. They can invite their friends from other places, come to my state. Directly or indirectly, if that place started well or is prospering well, it cannot prosper well with government alone. It's not 350 million of Our Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, that will give Film Factory Studio what we deserve. My friend, my brother, Habib Al Jazeera cinematographer, can meet anyone from anywhere with the script that or a film that they have already packaged. Okay. Invite them to Kwara. Food vendor will gain. Transporter will gain. Every form of Kwara economy will feel from those people that enter Kwara. The hospitality industry too will gain. So, you got right?
Yes, sir.
No. ICT Innovation Hub. Take it or you leave it. The global trends, the world now is on technology. Yeah. So if Kwara provide an opportunity for us to be linked with technology and the facility and whatever you can think of, the Silicon Valley does not just start in a day.
No, it did not.
So Kwara's after talented IT guys, they have the opportunity. These guys can be at the corridor, one side of their room, working on their system and giving results. They will help their parents. They will help a lot of things in the society. And the menace, I mean the bad menace, will reduce when we have fixed guys thinking technologically, providing solutions to problems. expansion of life, expansion of governance. Government alone cannot do that. It takes me and it takes Kwarans to think to support all this. Kwara State government is doing this conference center. Renovation of Kwara Hotel. Some people will tell you, what does those form mean? You want to bring a Davido? You want to bring a Tiwa Savage? You want to bring all these guys to Kwara State where you don't give them the first of the art environment they can stay? I'm just trying to let you know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the Kwara Hotel renovation you mentioned, let us put a pin to that because I would like us to come back to that.
Okay.
Now, I want to link everything you've just said positively, so sweet about the present governance in Kwara State under Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak that you just mentioned. Now, linking it to Galadima's question, if you speak so positively and you have so many good things to say, what happened that you looked at a particular position and said, I'm not doing it again? What went wrong, or what changed, or what did you see? Because you've established it. It's true that you are a man of your own self, of your actions, not a rebel. So what could have been that made you step back? We're still coming back to that Kwara Hotel renovation, please. We're putting a pin to that.
It was surprised me, but it was design. What to have for another commission?
Not only negativity that come and lead to things like resignation. Let me just put it that way. I resigned as a commissioner for housing and urban development, not because of the system has any problem with me. Then I felt, I've been in the executive part of government. I have the experience, the technical know-how of executive as a cabinet member of a state. I've represented as a commissioner in council meetings, the intrigues and ever. I've prepared a lot of council memos and what have you, and been implemented. I've been to defense my budget proposal at the State House of Assembly. Yeah, I felt like, okay, let me move from the executive arm to the legislative arm of the government. I felt I can make some difference when I'm the legislative arm of the government.
So because
in legislation.
Of this,
So that was why I resigned to contest for member House of Assembly. That was why I resigned. So yeah. So, and after my resignation, after the whole process, it happened to come out in another way. I did not make it up in the primary election. Call it anything you can call it. There's always a way. It's either there's a way or no way, but there's still way. Anything you want to call it. So then, and after then, the government felt that I still have more to add to the system. And I was reappointed back to the cabinet. So that was when I became Commissioner for Business Innovation and Technology as my portfolio. Now, Bolaji gave me mo gbàgbé rẹ̀ nítorí àwọn tí wọ́n gbọ́. Wọ́n sì gbọ́. In tó mú mi resign. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ìgbà téèyàn bá resign ni ó jẹ́ pé ìjà ìbínú àìṣedéédé àbí nǹkan kan ìgbà míì máa ń jẹ́ fún dáadáa. In tó mú mi resign nígbà náà ni pé mo lọ dúpọ̀, mo lọ díje, mo ríra mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí pé mo ti ní ìmọ̀ executive, mo ti kópa ní àyè executive, mo wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí cabinet council mo ti kó àwọn pa tí mo rí pé ó fọ̀hún dáadáa. Mo wá rí pé mo tún ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ipa tí mo tún lè kó tó lè tún mú yàtọ̀ sí tí n bá lọ du aṣojú nílé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara níbi tá a ti máa mú àbá di òfin. Ní pé tí n bá lọ bẹ nìyí tó ń rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ipa kó. Ìdí nìyẹn tí mo fi lọ du tí mo fi resign. Nígbà tá a wá lọ ṣe ìdíje kò mẹ́sì ó yọ ti ẹgbẹ́ wa. Ibi tí Bọ́lájí ti ranjú mọ́ mi tèmi náà ranjú mọ́. Gbogbo tó bá rí lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí èsì jáde mo ti bù ọ́ nísìn.
Thank you.
Nígbà tí mo jẹ́ jókòó tó láàbí. So àmọ́gbà tí ìjọba sì rí pé mo sì wúlò fún ètò ìjọba àti ìjọba tó wá tún mi yàn. Ìgbà yẹn ìjọba wá yàn mí sí ipò commissioner fún business innovation àti technology. So ní.
All right, Honorable Akaje, thank you so much for bringing that, bringing so much clarity to that. Remember, I said that Kwara Hotel. So I will leave it to him, but I don't want us to get there yet. I don't want us to get there yet. I want to under this APC governance, because you said you have belonged to this one party, no other political party. Now you were appointed, you served rather as the APC chairman of the appeal committee in Lagos State, from Kwara to Lagos. We will still go back to that Kwara Hotel, but I need to know, from Kwara to Lagos, what was the experience like? Is Lagos APC different from Kwara APC? Is the structure different? Is it the future, and do Kwara State still need to catch up? And there's still so many things that it was the same thing serving. What was it like?
Yeah, APC, All Progressive Congress, the national party.
Okay.
And the assignment, the appointment as the chairman to Lagos is a national assignment.
It's a national assignment.
So I'm privileged to come from Kwara. The only difference is when I go to the venue, I'm the smallest. Okay. Thank God, the period happened to be a period we have to cover our. I have to cover face. So everybody get to their name, chairman, Nasarawa, chairman, all state. So I don't know if it's even deliberately, but my announcement did not come on time. So everybody were like, we so many people going to Lagos State. So immediately they said, Ibrahim Akaje, all the whole were like, where is this Malam going to come out from? I was sitting behind them. So on my way going, everybody, because of this face cover, mask and everybody feel like, this will be Alaji Dantoro of the.
I am sorry, Honorable Akaje, I'm sorry. But you said when you joined APC in 2014, you were saying it was time for the youth to move forward. So was this kind of intimidating for you?
No.
Being with people that were much older?
No, I'm saying that people knew. Not my family. Even I got there to sign my engagement and everybody. When I sat down, everybody they all started coming to greet me. I can't remove my nose. Yes, this way you are saying people who have served as senator in the old days, people who have served as rep in the old days, the former speakers, all those ones are in the set. The person is it a Bible? So it was this. Somebody I can see that, okay, this one is not true. Now, what I'm telling myself is that God, don't let anybody remove this nose mask. In this store, in the obvious, everybody coming to congratulate. This was me, one giant man from Kwara.
So despite the difference, how were you able to make it
Now, let me now tell you, the beauty of it is that I can say categorically, nobody would have done the job perfectly than myself.
Ibrahim Akaje.
Yeah. Because when we get to Lagos, there's old structured way of doing things. And when we got there, we are believed to follow the trends as expected. Our best crew, going from home, intellectually sound, minded personality.
That you have.
My good friend, Abdrazako Hamsat.
Oh.
My good friend. Yeah. We are all like, let's go and make the difference. And the first is challenge the challengeable. Challenge the system.
Hey, no, Bruno.
And you don't have to go for you.
Yeah, when we got to Lagos, Kwara State is the headquarters of politics. Things we've learned in the kindergarten here in politics in Kwara is what they are operating on with at their PhD level. Because when we got there,
Hey.
I realized all their problems and things that are creating problems there. We are like, this issue cannot even create problem in Ojo Ekosa Rumio. So Kwara, I can say Kwara, everybody are politically inclined. We think politics, we work politics, we talk politics, we act politics. Politics is very part of us, so it makes it seamless for us when we go to Lagos. We just say all this, they are yeah, we talk, we manage their situation, and they say it before us, and after us that, wow, you are the best we've ever had.
That's a good.
Yeah, and that's what led to being the World Congress Appeal Committee chairman. I was reappointed the local government appeal committee chairman too, the second layer to such. And later, if we've not done well, they won't even call us back in the second instance. And I'm even privileged to be member of the screening of the delegates. We serve in the same capacity with the present chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service, Saraki Osadideji, in that assignment. So, and later on, after the governorship election, I was even the chairman Lagos Governorship Appeal Committee.
And that is how the 4-time chairman.
Yeah, so that's how we were able to, even, that one was even a very critical one then. The incumbent governor being challenged by someone who had served as a commissioner for finance under him in the past. Mustafa, yeah. So the case was, if we are not the one, somebody might have even take the case and make it become more problematic. Or I can say it categorically that what we did back then is historic, because we did not only solve the problem on paper, we made a press release with the aggrieved personality there. So meaning the problem solved, and we have certificate to the whole world that we've solved the problem. Go and check it anywhere that the appeal committee work in Nigeria. There is no place they have that type of record. I make the aggrieved personality to see the reason why APC as a party must not fall with its action. And the reason for us to be harmonious. And he did not only agree with me and my committee, he actually agreed completely and showed it to the whole world, giving the credence to our present president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, being the father to all in APC Lagos, and now we can say Nigeria at large.
Thank you very much, sir. You have really shown that when it comes to shaking things up, you're a trailblazer. Now that Kwara Hotel question, it is very
Honorable Ibrahim Akaje.
I will not only jack ewu, I will sit down and listen to you.
Nípínlẹ̀ Kwara níbi tá a wà yìí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ agbọ́rí pé ẹ̀yin àti Honorable Moshood Mustapha ẹ ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe bí ọ̀rọ̀ nípa Kwara Hotel kí ló fà?
Ìdí mo rí ni pé ní ìgbà kan Honorable Moshood Mustapha ẹ̀gbọ́n wa dáadáa aṣíwájú wa dáadáa wọ́n sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ lérí ọ̀rọ̀ Kwara Hotel lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wọ́n sọ káàkiri nígbà yẹn àmọ́ mo rí bíi pé ipa tí mo kó nítorí Kwara Hotel yẹn ìgbà tí mo wà ní commissioner
for
business innovation and technology
okay.
èmi ni mo kọ mẹ́mò síjọba ń pé Harmony Holdings Limited ní Kwara Hotel wà
Okay.
tá a bá wá ní business ní Kwara tá a sì ní ministry nínú àjogúnbá ìlú yìí táwọn tí wọ́n ṣáwájú ti dá kalẹ̀ ní Kwara Hotel ẹ bá wa gbé kójú ìjọba tó Kwara Hotel nítorí pé gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀ ń pè tí ń jẹ́ Kwara Hotel tí kò múnádóko mọ́ ó ní A wing ó ní B wing èyí tí wọ́n ń dọ́gbọ́n manage ń bẹ A wing ní gbogbo tó wà ń B wing ti kú so Kwara Hotel ti di liability tá a bá wo bó ṣe rí nígbà yẹn tó kójú ìjọba lè tó gbogbo asset àti liability Kwara Hotel ẹ bá wa gbé wá sí under ministry ìjọba sì gbà lọ́wọ́ mi tí a fi gbé Kwara Hotel wá sí under ministry ìgbà tí Honorable Moshood Mustapha wá ń sọ àwọn nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé mo ní ìmọ̀ lé lórí kọ́ra bí mi sí nínú ìjọba mọ́ ní ìgbà náà mo rí pé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó ṣì aráàlú lọ́nà ni nítorí pé ká sọ̀rọ̀ àbọ̀ ọba àbòsí ni.
Kí ọ sọ̀rọ̀ àbọ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
ọba àbòsí ni.
àwọn tèmi wá rí tí èmi nímọ̀ ń pa rẹ̀ lèmi náà wá sọ fún aráyé ni mo sọ fáráàlú pé ẹni tí bọ̀dá ń sọ yìí ò dáa ẹni tí bọ̀dá ń sọ yìí
kò
kún tó gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́lẹ̀ ń sọ lẹ́sẹ̀ rí i pé gbogbo ohun tí mo release lógún ọdún sí nìyẹn Ọlọ́run fún wa lẹ́mìí àtàláfíà kò sí ohun tí ó change gbogbo ohun tí mo sọ nítorí páwọn lòdodo ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ ti lọ ìgbà ti lọ lórí rẹ̀ nísìn ẹ rí i pé gbogbo tán láwọn ní tán bá ní tòótọ́ àṣírí ó ti tú nísìn ìgbà tó bá níjọba fún ọ ní kọ́ńtrátì ọlọ́dún tí wọ́n fún ọ kọ́ńtrátì kó bá mi rán gbádà yìí nínú kí n ti transfer owó sí ọ àbí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fi fún ọ ń pé Bọ́lájí lọ́ọ́ bá mi rán gbádà yìí ni ó wà nílẹ̀ ìjọ ti bá ní ìran
ìmọ̀ evidence jáde
kọ́lá bó di ọ̀nà mọ́ mi ní ìdọ́gbọ́n bí ọ̀nà ni so ẹlẹ́gbà kọ́ńtrátì tẹ́ gbà
ní ẹ̀sán ní kò sí evidence fún
wọ́n ti ẹ̀gbà lọ́dún bá gbà ni wọ́n ti lọ ṣiṣẹ́ lọ ó wà ní iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe òtẹ́wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀ bá dádúró ẹlẹ́ ti gba kọ́ńtrátì láti gbà tó ti pẹ́ ẹ̀ sì sí ní fìdí so ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ló wà ń bẹ̀ níbi ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo dẹ̀ ti dáhùn rẹ̀ nígbà yẹn ìdí tí mo fi dá wọn lóhùn nìyẹn tọwọ́tọwọ́. Kwara Hotel is Kwara asset.
Okay.
Kwara Hotel, I can say was in a state of moribund. I can say that. Kwara Hotel supposed to be a property we can all be proud of. And virtually in the North Central, where they have such big edifice that can promote the image of their state and like Kwara State. So the government in good faith, looking at the development and the future that the government dream of what Kwara State should be or what Kwara State is becoming, deem it fit to renovate Kwara Hotel to a first-class level it deserved. So, agree with me or disagree with me. When that hotel come to fruition, it is what we can be proud of as a good one, as Kwarans. So to me, I see renovation of Kwara Hotel as a good one for image of the state. So I do not peg it to a political brawl that happened on it. So that's my point on.
Okay. All right, sir. Allow me to step out of politics. When you entered, someone addressed you in a particular term. The person said the latest. Should I complete it? The person said the latest polygamist. You just recently got married, and it was not your first wedding. I have many questions around it. I'm going to share it with Galadima. The first one being, well, being a polygamist, what is your view on polygamy generally? I know that you're going to speak for it, but generally, do you ever see yourself as someone who was going to get married to more than one wife? And do you think in any way to affect your leadership stance, what people think about polygamy and how they will view it on politics in any way?
Kai, who is that man that even call me the latest polygamist? Kai, that Adam.
Your best friend.
To be candid, it does not happen by error. It does not happen by error. And I pity men like me who became polygamist by error. What you cannot get in a single wife, don't deceive yourself that you can get it when they become two. If peace is missing, and you think if they become two, you will gain peace. What you gain will start with P2, but it's going to be pieces, not peace. So, being a polygamist to myself, I came from such background too, and I see the beauty. I pray to God to continue to be our guide and guide in the affairs.
Amen.
So I don't want to be frantic about it, but what I realize is that the way our society mastermind or coin polygamy to be is creating more harm than good. It is third force, external, that make polygamists feel more danger. The things to help you partition your home from different angles. A sister wants to show A sister loves by telling her what is not even applicable in your own type of life. A mother has phobia to something and started computing the brain of her own daughter in one way. A nephew, a uncle somewhere, a friend somewhere trains to become the engineer, the architect of how things supposed to be and how things not supposed to be. In the home of somebody who knows the reason why he's doing polygamy. And our people have spread all the negative parts of polygamy to themselves to believe it. That's the major problem. If you remove influence out of polygamy, there's a good thing for the male, even for the female. We are not talking, I'm not even basing it on religion view now. Yes. Be that loving husband to your wife. You can as well be that loving husband to your wives.
Okay.
Yes, Bolaji.
What's going on, sir?
Once you do your hair like this, mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan kan. Wọ́n ti gé ẹ létí lọ.
Àṣàkẹ́, ìyẹn tàṣàkẹ́.
Ìwọ Àṣàkẹ́. When you do that, and concentrate on your home.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ibrahim Akaje. So, ẹja máa fi rí ẹ̀ Dubai. Olúwankẹ́.
Well, I've been able to learn so many things, and I've been able to push forward that you are not a rebel, but a man of your own words and actions, and you're a trailblazer for shaking things up. Right from when you were young to when you got crowned the king of the youths, and even up till now. Thank you so much for everything you've shared with us. If you feel that we didn't ask enough questions, or you have more questions to ask him, and you feel we should bring him back on the Bridge Podcast, you can reach out to us on Instagram at the Bridge_podcast 247, or on Facebook, The Bridge Podcast 247, or you can drop a comment on our YouTube channel, The Bridge Podcast 247. And I also want to say a special thank you to our partnering brands, Justice Visual Studios and Grand Plan Enterprise. Thank you so much for making this episode a reality. My name is Obasa Onbake, and I'm signing out.
Ṣeun bí ojú ọ̀nà èmi tá ti ń gba Honorable Ibrahim Akaje ní àlejò. A lérò pé inú yín dùn láti bá wa lálejò lónìí. Ẹ sì gbádùn wa.
Inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi kún láti lè darapọ̀ mọ́ ìjókòó wa. Inú mi ó sì tún dùn tí n bá tún ní àǹfààní láti lè padà wá. Olú, gbogbo tá a mọ̀ sí Olú, nǹkan dáadáa ni. Olú tó tún wá ní Bánkẹ́ nínú, a dúpẹ́ láti lè pàdé yín. Ọmọ Galadimọ̀ Gòrí, ó ṣe gan.
Ọlọ́run kò ṣe. Ẹ ṣe àdúpẹ́ pọ̀, á pàdé níjọ́ míì. Ẹ dóbẹ̀ o, kẹ́ subscribe, kẹ́ follow rẹ̀, kẹ́ share rẹ̀ fáwọn tí ò tí ì máa wò tẹ́lẹ̀. Ìtọ́dá tẹ́ máa bá pàdé níbẹ̀ náà. Dọ́gbọ̀n ambassador, Abọ́lájọ́ Galadimọ̀ Gòrí, mo rí yín náà o, ó dàbọ̀.